Guys, we got shocking numbers from insurance registrations. 6,700. That's NIO's deliveries for 1 week from the 27th of May to the 2nd of June. Those are some absolutely fantastic delivery results, and we're solid at number 3 spot. The two guys on top of them, Ito and Li Auto, both have gas tanks. All right, so Ito delivered 7,000 vehicles, so 300 more than NIO, and then Li Auto 1,400 vehicles more than NIO. Both of these guys have gas tanks, and both of these guys actually have a lower average selling price than a NIO. Okay, so this is absolutely mind-blowing. So out of all the new energy vehicle makers here in China, NIO is actually the best. All right. And people are pretty shocked. If you look at some of the comments, people are like, holy crap, NIO doesn't even have a gas tank, and NIO's solid at number 3 spot and catching up to these guys. We could potentially see a week where NIO has even more deliveries than Ito and Li Auto. This will, of course, shock everybody. Now, 6,700, give or take about 6,000, multiply that by 4, you're looking at around 24,000 deliveries this month, possibly. Now, we already know that last month, NIO got 24,000 deliveries, orders from the 1st of May towards the 26th of May. All right, and then total together, the entire month, they have 30,000 plus orders. And it takes about 4 weeks for delivery. So you add that together, that means there's still a lot of orders from May that have not been delivered in May. All right, they're being delivered mostly in June. So that means this month there is very strong momentum going forward. And I've seen some of the other delivery centers still extremely jam-packed. People are working overtime just to deliver vehicles. Absolutely nuts. And guys, orders are continuing to flood in. And of course, this month, we are most likely going to even shatter last month's delivery record. And it's going to be even higher deliveries than last month. And guys, yes, I was very optimistic last month about 25,000 deliveries. And it seems like most of those will be delivered this month, okay? I was very optimistic, yes. And NIO could not pump out that many cars in time before the end of the month. And that's nobody's fault, all right? High demand is a good thing, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's high demand. Everybody wants a NIO. But overall, I mean, 6,700 per week, that's absolutely fantastic, all right? And keep that momentum up. You're looking at easily 25,000 plus deliveries this month. And I believe that it's going to happen. We already have 30,000 orders. It needs to be delivered. All right, it needs to be fulfilled. So everything is going very, very bullishly in NIO's favor. Now, some other interesting things. The ET9 was seen on the road. Here are some spy shots of it, some photos, some video clips. Absolutely fantastic car. Of course, this car is revolutionary in the sense that this car has so many changes, all right? And if you think about it this way, all right, and this is sort of playing the devil's advocate. Current NIOs, NT 2.0 platform, they were designed back in 2019, 2018, 2020, all right? The first NT 2.0 car was, of course, the ET7, which was launched during NIO Day back in late December of 2020, okay? So the whole entire design and engineering of that car, NT 2.0 platform, has been there for a while, okay? And still, NIOs are selling fantastically well because of how good the quality of the product is, how good battery swap is compared to its competitors. And if you think about it, Model Y and Model 3, they've been out for a very long time, okay? So there's nothing wrong with that, but the ET9 represents a major next step up in terms of technology, in terms of what a vehicle can do. And that, of course, means that the cars that comes after that, all right, the ES8, which is rumored to come out this year, the ES7, EC7, the newer ET7, etc., these cars will all be a huge milestone above from what they are right now, okay, in terms of tech, features, charging speed, etc. So the future for NIO is also in very good hands. All right, it's also being constantly worked on. It's not like they're focusing on this platform and one and done. Onvo, Firefly, future NT 3.0 cars, they're working on everything. It's going to be much better. It's only going to get better. All right, the cars are only going to get better. Also, one really interesting thing is if you look at this depreciation index. All right, here, take a look. This is the depreciation index for new energy vehicles here in China. Wow, EC7, ES8, and ES6 are all on this list of best value preserving cars. So they actually hold a lot of value, which is kind of interesting. And this is depreciation after 1 year. So the EC7 keeps about 67.3% of its value even after a year. And for references, Tesla is around the 50% level. All right. So this is also pretty spectacular. And guys, the most desirable car for NIO that's selling really well is still, of course, the ES6, ET5T, and the ET5. Those vehicles, the ET5 and ET5T, they just look fantastic. My wife even said that car, which I'm sitting in right now, ET5T, looks absolutely fine as hell. So those cars are selling really well, and NIO sales are actually higher than some gasoline automakers here in China, which is also absolutely spectacular. And this all can be attributed to the success of BAS, the BAS policy of course, BAS. You're renting the battery instead of buying it. You're paying less upfront. Some people seem to be mistaken, and some people seem to think that NIO's getting lower margins, less money from this. No, they're not. NIO's getting paid upfront full, right? They're getting paid the car price by the customer, and they're getting paid the battery money by the battery asset management company. Okay? So NIO gets full price for the car, all right, the money they receive. But the new NIO owner has to pay monthly to the battery asset management company. So that's how it works. And this whole policy of making buy 4 months, pay 4 months, get 1 month free, this doesn't really affect NIO that much, okay? Because the way it works is, I think they've just negotiated a lower rate with the battery asset management company. So the relative expense isn't that high, okay? And battery prices have come down quite substantially. So I'm sure that the way it's working is, they've just negotiated a lower monthly payment with the battery asset management company, and then overall, that's being converted into 4 months and then 1 month free. So basically 20% off. You're getting 20% off your BAS payments. That's really not too much. But in the eyes of customers, you're saying, hey, pay 4 months, I get 1 month free. That's fantastic. Okay, that's fantastic. Imagine if you got that deal for your rent, for your apartment. That's going to be amazing. So even though it's not a huge discount, if they said 20% off on BAS, which is essentially what it is, it wouldn't get the same effect, all right? Whereas 4 months, pay 4 months, get 1 month free, man, free gets a lot of people's attention. And remember, even though it's free, it's actually, NIO's not actually taking a hit here, all right? NIO's not actually taking a hit. So sales are absolutely fantastic. Deliveries fantastic, going through the roof. In the future, sales are going to be even better. All right, so stay tuned for that. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.